And we're all going to go, there we go, boom. All right, so I'm assuming you guys can hear me since nothing's going in the chat. I'm gonna hop on the, I think I'm gonna hop on the Shareboard first. Actually, no, I'm gonna hop on our project slide. So today, we are working on the project. Make sure you're watching that checklist and you check in with me. All right, so you should be having me check two things today and tomorrow. First of all, your choice for multiple choice and FRQ. Just make sure I say they're okay. All right, I might send you on a search for something else, or I might say, you know what, you're going to struggle to find multiple choice for that topic. So choose two FRQs. I might send you to the year, but you make sure you check in with me on those so that we don't get, so that they're as robust as they can be. All right. The other thing you should be checking in with me on in the next, maybe not today, but hopefully tomorrow is still a school day, and so I'll be checking my email all the time. So if you're at the point where you need me to check your slideshow, just put it on the Shareboard. I've got one on here already that I want to show you. So put it on the Shareboard, and what I'll do is I'll email you my suggestions. Okay, so you don't really have to meet with me, but the minute I'll be having this open all day, and when I see one pop up, I'll go look at it, and I'll give you some suggestions. And then I'll check it later, and then I need to give you the go-ahead to start the Wii video. I'm thinking Monday, because this, I tentatively have it due Tuesday. I got to see how many kids are gone for AP tests. Is there one on Monday as well? Any of you taking AP tests on Monday? So I'm going to go tentatively Tuesday. I got to see how many of my 6th-hour kids who have the AP test. I might make it Wednesday. All right. The guts of it, though, is that slideshow. Remember, the video doesn't take particularly long. Remember the algebra one? These will be longer, obviously, but the slideshow is 90% of the project. So once you're done with that, you're nearly done. I'm hoping that occurs sometime on Monday. All right. So I'm going to pop on here and show you what the slideshow, this is a good one. And I'm going to tell you what suggestions I'm going to make. Okay, so when I go through it, it says I have 2 suggestions. All right, where did it go? Oops. I want it to go bigger. Help. Why is it not going bigger? Well, bummer. All right, so it doesn't seem to even have an option for me to enlarge it. Oh, well. So anyway, they had the MBT, and on the second slide, it's not explained correctly. So I'm going to explain, I'm going to say completely redo the second slide. I'll give them suggestions. It won't take very long. This slide was excellent. This slide was amazing. It was all animated, very good. Their multiple choice was excellent. Their FRQ was excellent. But at the bottom of the FRQ right here, without the parentheses, it's actually incorrect. Like their answer's right, but they linked it to something that didn't have parentheses. And so they'd actually lose a point for that. Well, they wouldn't earn the answer point because they call that linkage. They link 2 things that actually aren't mathematically equal. I'm actually going to tell them, keep that on there and explain it. Like, let's make it a purposeful mistake because there's learning in that, right? And then I'll say, but then say you should actually write it like either with parentheses or write it as a difference quotient, like top over bottom. So 2 very minor suggestions for them, and otherwise it was great. So they'll be starting videoing today. Does that make sense? So have me see it. Make sure I check your choices for the multiple choice and FRQ before you go through the process. All right, and that can be tomorrow too. Send me an email and say, are these okay or whatever, and just fine if it's not today. Tomorrow is all work time on this as well. All right, so next thing up, there's a couple changes on the checklist I want you to be aware of. Are you ready for them? I did them in blue, I think. So first of all, this wasn't originally on here, the approving the multiple choice in FRQ. I decided that yesterday as I was having some that I'm like, I wouldn't do 2 there like that. They're identical. All right. The other thing is, and I'm not going to require it, but I'd love it if you could include, maybe I'll give an extra credit point on it or something, because some people are nearly done. But if you could on the FRQ, bring up the scoring guidelines and discuss that as well. Say this part of the FRQ was worth 3 points. 1 for stating the hypothesis of the MBT, 1 for showing it in action, and 1 for your final or whatever. You'll find those, like whatever year it is, they're super easy to find. So like Clocker, if you pick 2012 FRQ number 6, just Google scoring guidelines for AP. make it it'll pop right up, and then just screenshot them. You don't have to type them up. All right. And then Kaden brought up something yesterday about, you know how I said the backgrounds I don't like flying in? How did you fix that? You did the math in Google Docs, right?
Yep.
And then highlighted it with the color of your background. So he didn't have to do a white background and screenshot. You know what I mean? He chose his highlighting tool, and I think you had a red background. Am I right? He had a black background, so he highlighted it in black and then had the math in white. And then did you just copy paste? Yeah, and that worked well too. All right, so what else was there? Tentative due date Tuesday at the earliest. I'll tell you Monday. We'll see where we're sitting, okay? We'll probably go to the library on Monday because I expect most people will be recording. All right. One other thing I had to tell you guys, I don't remember what it is though. So I'm going to stay on with the distance learners just to check in with you guys. The rest of you guys should be on your slides, right? Hopefully finishing them tomorrow or over the weekend so that you can record Monday, turn in Tuesday. All right? Awesome. So keep on working. And I'm going to hop back to my distance learners. I'm going to put you guys in a room.